Hi guys, welcome back to the Library of Sleeping Alexandria. Alexandria. I didn't even get the name of my channel right, guys. I didn't even get the name of my channel right. Welcome back to the Library of Alexandria. Let's go ahead and address this. I like Sigrud, but I like Mulagesh as a headliner in a book better. And this just isn't true. So, I mean, I love the Patrician, but I mean, come on, come. So anyway, this is just look at
That's
this.
so wrong. That
No,
is so
it's
wrong.
very wrong.
Yeah, very
Not
wrong.
right. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about it. Let's talk about some non-spoiler thoughts. Once again, I have Anitha, Mike, and Pete joining with me, who have read along and read along with this. I want to ask you guys and figure out where you guys place the books before we get into it further. This I can't decide if this. I think this is my least favorite. It's not by a lot. I like City of Blades significantly more than either one of them. I like the whole series. Like I think they are all good. It's an excellent series. And I don't have any issues with any of the books. But City of Blades for me specifically hit more of the things that I particularly enjoy, and so I ended up liking that one better. It is Guns Above is happening, Sam, like as we speak. I just haven't gotten there, so it'll probably get rolled into September. Anitha, where do you stand?
Okay, when I read them, I gave City of Stars 5 stars. It was instant favorite. I loved the world building. I loved the magic system. I loved the intrigue. And I gave City of Blades 4.5 stars, a little less than City of States. And this one 4 stars. But now, um, in hindsight, I think I like City of Blades more because of the themes. And after that, I liked City of States, and this is my least favorite. I I mean, I don't know why it took me some time to get into the story of this book. Actually, first 150 pages, I wasn't into it. It did not grip me like first two books did. Maybe because Sigrud was alone most of the time. I don't like when characters were alone,
I agree with
working
that.
by themselves. I like them to have some team, some support. In first book, Shara had Sigrud. Actually, it never felt like she was alone, and Mulagesh was part of the government there. And even in book two, Mulagesh had like Signe and other people. At least we got to meet. In this one, I felt like most of the scenes, Sigrud was alone. There was this kind of unsettling settling thing. I don't know. I somehow did not like it. So once we got to meet other characters, is this spoilers or
No,
spoiler
not
free?
yet. Not
Nope.
yet.
Okay, so once we got to meet other characters, I liked more. Like middle 150 pages, my favorite. There was humor, and I loved the chase and thrill. And final, I mean, I like the ending. At the same time, I do have some problems with how it was done.
I will
How
say, Sam, I think the ending is really, really good.
It
Like I
is.
Yeah.
think the ending is exceptional. It's not your typical ending. You don't really see where it's gonna go. And I thought it was really, really well done. Like everyone that talks about the ending I mean, they're right. Like the ending is really good, I thought. Pete?
Yeah.
I loved it. I loved how stairpunk it is with
Stop, Pete. You can't just say a noun and put punk after it. It's not stare punk.
I will say we saw more stairs in City of Miracles than we saw in the entire City of Stairs.
And when they were mentioning it, Pete, I knew you were going to say something about it on this line. I knew it. Because I thought the same thing. I did think the same thing. Like, there's a whole bunch of stairs in this book.
It was hilarious. Yeah, I really like this. I think my ranking. So, City of Miracles and City of Blades are really close to me. I think City of Blades edges it out, and then City of Miracles and City of Blades are the top. Blades is the top, then Miracles, then Stairs is somewhere down there. I don't know about you. I had like I was just locked in from the very beginning. I enjoyed Sigurd's POV. I loved him just being sitting there depressed and dealing with his feelings. And then all of a sudden, bam, he's going all spy on everything. It's great. I loved it. Just Sigurd was great. That's about it. I love the ending. I think it was great. I think it was a really good book. And yeah.
Oh my goodness. Mike, what about you?
They're all, none of them is a real standout. Like, they're all pretty close together. There's things I really liked about each of them, and then there was things I disliked about each of them too. So I think City of Blades might be my favorite, because I think Mulagesh, she's not my favorite of the three, but she was the best. Man, it's so close though. She might be the best one as far as the structure of her story goes. Yeah.
Yeah, I would agree with that. So I don't think Mulagesh is the best character, but I think Mulagesh was the best for the story that was being told, for her particular story. So my issue with City of Miracles, I'm just going to talk about this right up front, and then we can talk about all the good stuff. Everything didn't work for me. One, it's like it's a spy. It's like a Mission Impossible like novel. It's like a spy movie, and he's like by himself. Where Mulagesh is I really struggled finding the themes in this one. Like I had notes and notes and notes of City of Blades, like really prominent themes, mostly themes that I really like in stuff. And as I'm reading this, I'm halfway through and I'm like, what is the thematic? Like, this is an awesome, like, Tom Clancy fantasy book, right? But what is this book about? It's like, what is the deeper and I know it's about, like, forgiving yourself and not, like, I do get that. I just thought that the thematic stuff was stronger in Blades than in this one. The other problem is there's too much magic for me in this. I really liked that magic was so scarce in the other two books. And also, like, the warehouse with all the miracles, like, burned down. Why are there so many miracles in this book? I realize it's the city of them, Pete, before you say it. I get that. But, like, all of a sudden there's all these miracles. And the final thing that I was just like, what is there's time travel. And I'm just like, why aren't they using it? Like, if we can go back in time here, why are we not using that here? Like, why do we not go back in time here? Like, in the scene that you really hated, Anitha, why don't we just rewind and go back before that happened? I don't understand I didn't like that there was time stuff, because people do time stuff so poorly generally. So I just didn't really understand that. And so that just kind of weakened it for me. But I did love, I do like Sigrud, and I do like Anitha. I agree, when he meets some other people, when he finally gets to, the couple in the woods.
Mm-hmm.
I think it feels less lonely for sure.
See, I was just vibing with the loneliness. It was great.
Yeah, I mean, but I I get that. I get that. It's just Sigrud is just so brooding. Like, it's not like Mulagesh wasn't, but Mulagesh was trying to, like, I don't know. I guess
Mulagesh was forced into a situation where she had to interact with people, and Sigrud was not.
Sigrud couldn't go to other people about his investigation.
And to a certain extent, like, that was frustrating.
Yeah. Let me ask, did you guys know, because it's on the back of the book, did you guys read the back of the book prior to going in?
Yes.
So me and Anitha knew. Mike and Pete, did y'all know that Shara was going to got in chapter 1? What'd y'all think when Shara got shot?
No way. I think there's a message in the thing, like, no way she's dead. Nah.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Nah, she's somewhere, not to spoil it. I like how that was actually handled in the book. I thought that was pretty good,
Yeah, we can kind of go into spoilers now. No one's here that hasn't read it, so we're good.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like having her be able to interact with her, but be like, no, I am dead. I just have limited time. I thought that was a pretty good way to handle it.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Anything less than that, it would have been like, so you just, like, left your daughter and let her think you were dead when you weren't. Where it's like, no, I really am dead. So yeah, I'm limited to what I could do. So I thought that was a good way to handle it.
Yeah, I agree. Like, I didn't like them bringing her back at all, but if they had to do it, I'm glad it wasn't oh, so that body was not real. I was alive the whole time, like you're saying, Mike, and I just abandoned everybody to like that would have been a huge cop out. So I do think it was a creative
But I
delay.
do, but I did have that question. Why didn't they use time travel to save Shara? I
Well,
mean, why did they save only like part of her? That I never understood that.
I don't think she can travel back in time and actually change things for the most part. Like she can't go back in time and change something and then have it be different when she comes back. Like I think she can go back in time and move around, but I don't think her interactions with things in the past are limited. Like I don't think she can do that.
Because
Oh,
the
that makes-
reason,
That makes way more sense, Mike.
yeah, the reason Sigrud could do it is because
Yeah.
Sigrud and the whole thing with his hand is doing weird things.
You're right, because she sends Sigrud back, but nothing's changed. She just puts him back to a previous time. So she just rewinds.
Yeah, she in essence takes his current mind and puts it in his body from 10 days ago. He kind of, you know.
That makes more
And
sense.
she
Yeah,
wasn't
Mike,
even sure that was going to work.
yeah, Mike, you got it. So that's why. Okay, well, that makes me feel a little better about the time travel because then they couldn't go back and do all that stuff because, like you said, Sigrud is the only one who remembers when they go back in time.
Yeah.
So why not send Sigrud back to save all them kids?
So are you talking about when? So the reason there is because I think it was because she was like exhausted, right? She was weakened from creating flame, and I think that's the excuse there.
Oh, sorry. The other thing, like, I think Nokov is lame. Like,
Yeah, definitely.
is it just me? Like,
No, I actually had thoughts on this. It's a trope that you see, and unfortunately, it's not an unbelievable trope because it happens in real life, unfortunately. But the whole idea of like, oh, he's recruiting someone who's disillusioned. It's like, oh, the system's broken. The only way to fix it is just tear everything down and redo it. And I'm like, okay, that's kind of dumb. But if you were actually going to do that, why would you think that handing it off to a spoiled brat to fix everything would be a good idea? Like, if you're like, everything's broken, the systems are all bad and none of them work, so we have to do something. It's like, okay, well, that doesn't mean you should just do anything. You should do something worse. That's dumb.
yeah,
I think that they should have leaned into instead of the fix the system theme, it should like fix the system by erasing everything. Like he should have leaned into the whole like he's gonna like the whole oh, there was a child that they erased the memory of that would destroy the world. Like he should have leaned more apocalyptic with it than he did, I think.
The problem is, like Mike says, like you're not going to hand control over the new thing to a freaking teenager, like a traumatized teenager. Like hand it over to freaking. I thought that the aunt was alive, Aunt Vinya or whatever. I thought she was going to be alive the whole time and actually be the big bad, which I low-key would have liked more. Like Nokov was just the worst villain in all three of them. He was not good. Like the general from City of Blades is better than Nokov. And then I liked Kolkan and Zhukov better than Nokov. Nokov was just lame, and his weird obsession with his seneschal, what was her name?
Kavita Mishra.
Mishra, right? Yeah, his mommy thing, like you're being nice to me, Mishra. Thank you for being nice to me.
He's just immature child. I mean, I'm sorry for what happened to him. Clearly, he was traumatized because of what Vinaya did, but he was also like very mature with what he did. We are talking spoilers.
I like getting the lore stuff, like when playing a game like BioShock, and you pick up those audio journals and you find out about like what happened, how did we get to this point. Like I liked the stories about what Vinya and the ministry like did to all this stuff. Like I liked finding out that stuff, even though they're monstrous or whatever. I don't really know what they were trying to do. They were trying to create their own gods. Pete, you called it. You actually said that in one of your comments. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They were trying to create their own god, and it just didn't work. I didn't love the fact that there's all these children suddenly walking around. I mean, I do think it's clever how he retconned all that,
Oh
and
yeah,
said
it was
the fact that they didn't remember until all the gods were killed and or they're
until they got traumatized.
yeah.
It's
And
like
then
snapping from Mistborn.
yes. So that I thought that was like, if you're gonna retcon, like, that's impressive. Like, that's an impressive way to retcon. It's just like, all of a sudden there's all these divinities and they have I don't know. I was just
Okay, here is where my big problem
here we
comes.
go, Anitha. Go get it, Anitha.
You know, we have all this, Shara spending her time, like 5 years of her time, to create this charity and saving all these children and get to one place, and with all these tricks not to let Noko enter. And there was also dialogue that like, why are you fighting for them? Then Shara answers like, because there is no one who is fighting for them. That's a great dialogue, but there is no landing for that. You have to live up to those dialogues. I don't like it when there are dialogues only for the sake of the dialogue, when there are not actions to back up those dialogues. Because in the next scene itself, all of those children died. Shara knows how to defeat Noko through her own kid, but she did not use that. It's like she doesn't want, I mean, clearly she doesn't want that kid to inherit those godly properties, because she is going to go crazy. That I understand, but
So
it's
you
like,
understand that she didn't want to destroy the world to
I
destroy
do
Noko.
understand, but
But
at
you're
the end,
mad that she didn't do that. You're
no,
mad
but
that she didn't destroy the world to stop
she
those
did.
kids from
At
dying.
the end, she did choose to do that, right? She went in front of Noko to die so that the trauma will trigger that godly properties in her daughter. She waited until every divine child died. That I did not like. It's that. At least 8 kids were alive. At least save them. Do whatever you want to do before. Save those 8 kids at least.
Anitha, she thought that it could be done without her having to risk the
Seriously,
entire world.
oh my God! Please tell me Shara is not dumb. Who believed they're going I mean, Malvina, before taking those 8 kids up those stairs,
Those 8 kids
Pete's favorite
that didn't
race.
even get names. They didn't even get names.
Yeah,
They
Mal-
escaped and then were immediately killed at the top of the
Malvina
staircase.
tells that like their gifts or miracles or something which are not valuable thing. They are like just stupid miracles, so they don't count. Who believes that they are going to defeat Noko? I was so
Look,
angry.
one of those
It-
kids could make a sandwich and maybe Noko would sit down and eat it.
What is this, Lilo and Stitch?
it just it I mean it doesn't, it irritated me that those kids lives were used for a plot point, whereas it's all about saving Shara's kids, which I don't like. If you are treating, okay, this kid's innocence has to save. All Sigrud was all about that, right? I will fight for you, I will save you, right? If you're looking at one kid's innocence has to save, you have to consider everyone's kids. Why every child is expendable in order to save one kid's innocence? I don't like that
I
trope.
mean, okay, so Shara is selfish.
Yeah,
I think the story should have just had fewer divine kids. Like they didn't need to be a whole room with hundreds of them. Why? Have
Yeah.
like a dozen of them.
No.
That would have served the story just fine.
I agree.
You know?
Simon, I think this is because he ate the possibilities kid and therefore could use that guy's ability. I think he
Yeah.
consumes their powers. So
And he also consumes like their memories as well.
yeah, so he was able to like use that ability to get in there.
Mhm.
I mean, that's, you want to blame someone, Anitha. It's Sigrud. It's Sigrud's fault.
yeah.
He's the one that led him there.
That's why I was so
Yeah,
disappointed.
that was
After all the fighting he did, Sigrud is the one who led Noko to the kids. I was very angry there. Very, very angry. And actually, initially when he killed off all divine children, I thought, okay, he's going for the ending where no God exists. I thought that's the ending he was going to. But at the end of the day, that miracles all released into the air and many people got miracles at the end. So what is the point of killing all these
Because
divine children?
there aren't any gods. Like, there are no gods, and the miracles that were dispersed, I think they're mostly minor miracles.
Mhm.
There is
the
no
key
like
is communism.
Pete. Okay. See, yeah, okay. My point is they treated only Shara's kid as valuable, like they have to save the innocence, but other children as expendable, which I don't like. That is my big problem in this
But
book.
I don't think that's outside of Shara's character at all. Like, and I think that Sigrud would make the same choice if he had been able to with Signy. I think people are just going to protect their own kids, especially Shara. I don't know. But I think Mike's right. I think there's too many of those kids in that freaking room, and they like just there's too many miracles. But let's talk about something we can probably all agree on. So we read the Alchemy Wars trilogy with Ian Tregillis, and that man can write some like action scenes. You know who else can write an action scene? Freaking RJB. That scene on
Trains.
the monorails,
Yeah.
like the ski lift monorail thing. Like,
Amazing.
what a cinematic thing! How has that not been made into a freaking like television show?
Yeah,
It is wild how
it's very
consistent
similar
these
to like
books
a
are
James,
with
it was very James Bond. Like
Yes,
James Bond do that in essence on like gondolas. You know,
And it's
absolutely.
very detailed, very clearly. I can imagine it's very, very well written.
What do you think, Pete?
Oh, I loved it. I thought it was very interesting how like every single book was in the middle of the book. There's this awesome fight scene
Always.
that is just great. And then at the end of the book, you have a more like, hey, you can't just stop this with your punches. That's like the big bad. But like, I really want to see if he does more of these really cool fight scenes in other books.
He does not in Foundry Side. I've not read the other two. You've read all three of them, Mike, right?
no, I've not read any of them. My wife read Foundry Side, but she only read half of
Shorefall. That's right. You said Shorefall was no good.
A ton of people are like, "This, what's going on here? This is so boring compared to book one." I haven't read any of them.
Gotcha. Yeah, I thought he did a great job. And Pete, that formula, weirdly, I liked the mid-book brawl in every book better than the big bad brawl. The tentacle thing in the Solga, the freaking saint in that they throw a train at in City of Blades. And then this one with the Seneschal. And I loved how all of that happened because, Sigrud had to beat her in order for her to actually become the Seneschal. And that's where everything goes off the rails. Like, I love that Sigrud, comes in from the top and, has everybody and basically wins. And then she's like, all right, well.
And that is true, Alan. Every book, the middle climax scene, I don't know what to call it, was great. And in every book, villains were taken down very silly way or very easy. I mean, it's like after everything set up, it was even in the first book, Kolkon Juko, the setup was great, but they were taken down very easily.
How did they lose this one? Oh, time.
Yeah.
The two
and then Sigrud had to make the choice of like, hey, by the way, please don't destroy us.
I did like that though. I did like how the two girls, because I did not see that they were the same. I thought they were sisters.
Yeah, same.
And they who thought that Malwina was Tatiana before we met Tatiana? Because
in the first scene when she met Sigrud to save
kept
him
talking
from
about her upturned nose, right?
Yeah, I thought she was Tatiana.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Also, I love my favorite character in this book is Ivanka, what is her name?
Ivania?
Ivania, O's friend or O's fiance or something. I loved her. I mean, every scene she was in, that she's the one who added humor to me, that her sarcastic answers to Sigurd. Do you think this is the wild thing? I mean, I love her.
Billionaire turned doomsday prepper.
Yes, like the billionaire dilettante who is now completely over it. Like, has retired to a farm, raises, what she raised? Sheep? Is it sheep? Raises sheep, and it's just over it. She just donates to things and sits on boards and is just done with cities. And then
And
they
has a
bring her back.
massive barn full of
Yeah.
weaponry.
But then they bring her back to Bulakov, and there's another huge battle in the city.
It's sad actually how her story went. Even at the end of this book, she was left with like nothing. Of course, she had the responsibility of the kid, but that's all. She was sad.
Yeah, that and $1 billion.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she's gonna be all right. She's gonna be all right. I like that her and Sigrud connected.
Yeah.
Briefly, and I like Sigrud and Shara's relationship because it like occupies a lot of places like at the same time. You know what I mean? Like I'm never really sure what Sigrud's feelings are for Shara, and I'm not sure he knows either. Because like him and Ivania got together, and then the second he finds Shara, it's like Ivania who? Like he's all about Shara again, right? Did y'all see that? Like,
Yeah,
I
I get what you're
I
saying.
think with Shara, he has great friendship and she saved his life. So
you don't
he
think he's
had.
also low key kind of in love with her?
I don't know. I did not get that impression, but I could be wrong.
I don't know. I mean, it's not overt, if anything, but like he really.
I mean,
likes
if
Shara.
someone,
If it's love, it's platonic love. That's how I felt.
yeah, it's more just like platonic. Like you care for this this person so much.
Sarah's
that,
got
like,
me.
You're going to gravitate them no matter what. Like you can have a platonic love like that, I think.
Yeah, sometimes your platonic love is more than your romantic love.
Like
Or at
Alan,
the same time, it's not love with Ivania. They just connected. He was impressed with Ivania and her capabilities, and they had good time. But it's not like the same bond as Shara. So that bond always trumps what he had with Ivania.
I mean, a bromance could go that way as well. Like Alan, do you ever like Finn walk in the room and just like Christina? I'm not. Nope, Finn right here.
Christina, you want to answer that question? Christina, did you hear what I said? Do you what Pete just said? Yeah, Pete, say what you just said again.
So does like Finn ever like walk in the room and you just like laser it on Finn like Christina? Nope, just Finn now.
Does that ever happen, Christina?
Yes.
One time I asked Alan who he loved more. Then he had to think about it.
I
See?
paused.
Alan, that is so rude and mean. I mean, Christina
Romance
is an
is
angel.
strong.
Christina is an angel, actually.
Christina immediately called Finn and told him.
Obviously. See, now you should understand. He had that
You're
same
right. Okay,
bond.
you're right. That's fair. That's true. Shara is Sigrud's Finn.
Plus, there's a certain element of like soldiers that survive like life and death combat together, and came through it. Kind of vibe.
Yeah. Speaking of soldiers that came through it, I loved Sigrud's scenes with Mulagesh.
Yeah.
Like Mulagesh is like just the shriveled relic that she's become. She's the head of the minority party in parliament.
That
She can't get
last-
anything done. Everyone hates her when she shows up to meetings because she's mean.
That last scene ending for Mulakesh is.
Oh, where she's like, hey, we need to have someone oversee this. They're like, we should have someone oversee it. Who should oversee the overseers? And everyone just looks at Mulagesh and she's like,
Oh, oh crap.
Get away.
that was great. That was so well written. I love that. How did you guys feel about Sigrud's like, the baby's hollering, honey?
We can't
Okay,
hear
I
anything.
didn't think you could hear him. Sigrud's like, I guess, plot armor in his little
And
thing. Did y'all think that was well done or not?
I like it. I like it. I mean, it makes sense that it conveniently and efficiently explains why he had survived so many things.
Yeah.
And go ahead.
I'm sorry. I was saying I feel like because it was introduced in the first book and you learn how he got it, like it felt earned. It was like, oh, he wasn't given this power. This was like a price he had to pay.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It was pretty well spelled out how bad it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I thought the whole story, like recontextualizing the story, was great. Like, it's like, oh yeah, so the miracle just thought you're God because it never thought anybody could survive this.
Yeah.
That's
No,
just
I
so
agree
funny.
because it was introduced in the first one. So a lot of the stuff in City of Miracles, whether it was or not, some of it felt to me like really like this seems really convenient. Except that RJB does such a good job of it's entirely possible that he planned this all along. Like some stuff that I would normally feel as retconned, it either isn't retconned or he did a good enough job hiding it to where I can believe it. Like Sigrud's like, oh, okay. So the whole time it's been keeping him alive. But he does say in book 2 that Sigrud hasn't changed in the 5 years.
Mhm.
Now it's only been 5 years and not what 15. It's 15 between 2 and 3,
something like
right?
that.
Yeah. So that's nice because it's harder to tell that someone's aged in 5 years rather than 15. But that was there in book
I
2
think
also.
the miracle stuff was definitely retconned.
Yeah.
I think he would have written stuff like the Warehouse 13 burning a lot differently if he had had this whole adaptive miracle thing going on in the first book.
Yeah. I mean, I agree. I don't think the kids of the gods existed
Mm-mm.
in book 1. Like I think that was added, which is
Yeah,
I mean,
I
it's
also
fine.
think that he would have added in the whole, oh, there was one child that the gods said no. Like, I think he would have added that specifically in the first book if he had thought about it.
Yeah, and that was Time, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. I do like that Time did go insane and was just gonna pull a Nokov and just be like, all right, well, what's she gonna do? Rewind time before anybody existed, or just she was gonna like unravel
Wipe
everybody,
everything.
right?
Yeah,
Like
basically.
Like double Thanos.
Snap twice.
Well, if you snap twice, wouldn't it just take 50% of the 50%?
Yeah.
Well, no, the snap is guided by your intent. So theoretically, Thanos could wipe out all of life in the universe.
The snap is not an inherent 50%.
Yeah, the snap is a wish spell.
Oh, so it's not like okay. So I could give myself
$1 million.
Nice. All right. What?
It would cost your arm, but yeah.
Why would it cost my arm? Just put a glove on.
It depends on your bodily whether or not you're able to handle the power flowing through your arm or whatever.
Power ranking.
What happened to Iron Man?
Iron Man had technology.
Iron Man was also like,
but Iron Man,
tuberculosis-ridden.
even Iron Man could not handle that power.
True.
Iron Man's
died.
immune system was weakened by his space madness and tuberculosis.
What?
He was looking rough.
Everything
in
is
that movie.
tuberculosis.
I was gonna say that.
He was looking rough in that movie, y'all. He was at the end. He had cancer. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I think I agree with Simon here. Yeah, I mean, I think that does lend itself to him having the miracle because he survived, being eaten by that whatever thing.
Oh,
But
for sure.
He did a good job of making it seem like it was just Culkin's thing, and that it wasn't going to keep going like after Culkin's death. I am so pissed we did not get any like tall Havras in this at all. Like
Yeah,
we got no Builder God.
About like 3/4 of the way through it, I was like, wait, didn't someone say something about the Builder God in this one?
No, it said it was likely to be in this one, but it wasn't.
I was like, oh, cool. I forgot about that. So.
That's the twins' father is Talvares. That's the only time he was mentioned.
Whose father?
Time's father. Malvina and Tatiana's father was Talvares.
Who was their dad?
Talvares.
Who was their mom?
The
Almost.
hippie chick.
Oh, Ahana.
Yeah.
Almost. No, it's almost same mother as Noko.
Oh yeah. It was
Okay.
Yeah, it was Olwos and Talhavas.
Builder man, Bob the Builder.
What do y'all think of Olwos doing nothing? How do you feel about that, Anita? You know why they died? Because Olvos didn't do anything. How about
Yeah,
that?
I
one?
was so angry. I was so angry with Volvos. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me that, yeah, see, the moment Malvina told Sigrud that we are all looking for Volvos because that dude was killing everyone and Volvos is the only one, immediately I knew, okay, Volvos was not doing anything because that's her son. I knew it. Then I was like, it doesn't make sense that I understand you love your son, you can't kill him. But he's killing your other children. What about your other children? Don't you love
Well,
your other
no,
children?
the reason she didn't kill her son
Yeah,
is
that
because she
is.
was the one who erased the universe the first time. Well,
Yeah,
last time, the last turning of the wheel. And she was like, it's inevitable. So fatalism.
Yeah.
Or whatever. It was still kind of stupid.
It's still,
like,
I mean, it was
necessary to
just
the plot.
stupid. I mean, it's just stupid. I mean, there is this big god who has so much power and not utilized. It doesn't make sense to me.
Y'all want to answer this? Someone answer this question.
I don't think enough people knew about Nokov to influence him.
That's probably true.
That's why he was so malleable. I think if Nokov had his own cult or whatever, I don't think he would have been able to absorb the kids.
What?
So I think that Nokov was able to absorb all the other kids and absorb their powers. I don't think he would have been able to do that if he had been more exposed to the populace.
Yeah, I think, yeah, as Pete said, people have to believe him as God, that he's capable of doing anything, and that's only when their thoughts affect the God. But people were scared of him. People believed, or people as in divine children, people who know of him, believed he was dangerous. I think that made him even more dangerous. I don't know.
Probably.
But didn't Olvos give her reason as she couldn't do anything because then it would reveal herself that she existed, and then all of a sudden she would be shaped by belief? Like, everyone thinks she's dead though. Like, I don't know why.
And then her power is spread out. So if she does something right, if she basically, which I think what her whole thing is like, there's going to be a big display of power. Either Nokov is going to absorb everything and he's going to take over the power, and he's going to either erase the world or get shaped by the populace, or she's going to have to destroy him. That's going to result in a big display of power, and people are like, oh, Olvos is back.
Oh, okay. So it will be after the fact.
Yeah, that's how I took it.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I think that
this is why I like these discussions, because I can like work through the things I didn't understand in the book with you guys.
At the end, that's why it was affecting Tatiana as well, because people think that she saved the world. That's why they took her out of Buliko.
No, that's right. That makes sense. I liked the Splinter Cell like stealth Metal Gear Solid mission through the first time he meets Malwina, when he's sneaking into the slaughterhouse or the
coal mines.
Yeah,
the coal place.
Where
he's just sitting there with like a little like tube sticking out of the coal.
It's like that scene from Predator where he covers himself in the mud.
Yes,
and he opens his eyes.
And Simon is at his office building, and there's cable hanging outside the window, and Simon was just afraid Sigrud was going to come down and just shank him.
I love that fight as well. Both.
Yeah,
it was really funny when the assassin was like, where is he? Where is he? Looks out the window. Oh my gosh, it's standard protocol.
I think that RJB does. I think he does these scenes really well, like the spycraft stuff and the action scene on the monorail and everything. I thought that's all really good. I mean, I agree with Simon in that he pretty much broadcasts kind of the hints for the mystery, but I don't think it's ever really about that.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I thought that Tatiana was the kid the whole time. That Tatiana was the one that warned Shara the first time, where she almost got away from the explosion or whatever. But
yeah, I definitely got the whole right. Oh, she's the future really early on.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
I did not get that.
Oh, I did not.
I don't remember when, but there was something.
Oh, is it the first time she said you'll be back? and faster than
No,
we
it
think
was
she will?
before that. I was like, she's got to be connected because there was something that I was connecting her with Malwina with before that, and I was like, is she the opposite of her?
Yeah, 'cause, I mean,
I don't know what it was.
alike. So
Yeah,
that's
they look alike.
connected them.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I mean, like it seems like they likely have similar powers.
Mhm.
So opposite would be thematically cool.
Yeah, I didn't even think about it. Like, I don't know why I didn't think about it. That makes perfect sense. I don't know why I didn't think, like, of course she's a divine kid.
I expected her to have powers because she's divine kid, but I did not think she has opposite powers of Malvina, you know, until later. Like even when we were told she is of past, she is of future, we know that, right? When they started running away during in the train station and all, even then I did not connect, okay, these two are going to become time.
Oh yeah, I didn't connect that at all.
Yeah, me either. So how do you guys feel about the way it ended? He convinces Tatiana or time to not unravel everything. And how does he get the release of the divine energy?
And she has so much power, so she gave it up. That's all she said.
She gives it up rather
Yeah.
than
Yeah, because basically what she was doing is she was gathering it all to her.
Oh, she's gathering all the magic to her.
Especially because Nokov had a ton of it to begin with.
Gotcha. So Sigrud just convinces her to release it.
Yeah, instead of destroying the world.
Got it. And it goes, and then all of a sudden these minor miracles are popping up like everywhere, like a dude that can make a painting.
Sigrud did not convince her to release the power. He only told her to stop. Releasing is her own idea.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Okay. Gotcha. I really like how old Sigrud became once that was over. Like the miracle died in him and he aged like, I guess appropriately, like 30 years or whatever, 25 years.
And I loved Ivania's reaction then.
Yeah,
well,
and it's
we
like,
got one time.
Yeah, I guess we're not sleeping together again because you're an old dude.
Anita's ageism is like, yes,
Yeah.
triumphant.
Yes, it was like finally some sense.
That's right. Old people shouldn't
do it.
procreate.
Yeah.
That I did not say that. I mean, old people can do it with old people. You know, there should be age match.
No. I like that ending it's not like a happy ending because there are some people with miracles that are bad. Like there are some people who have miracles that are doing bad things.
Yeah.
So it's not like this super happy ending. It is a potentially dangerous and chaotic ending.
It's I've seen it done in like comic book deconstructions where it's like, what if we had a whole city full of superheroes? I mean, there's in essence a bunch of superheroes running around. Some of them are powerful and they're going to become supervillains.
Yeah,
like the dude that was getting all those women pregnant. Like that was like,
oh my gosh, they wake up and they're pregnant. What? Like he got the sexual assault miracle? Like
no. He
can he can send people to trances. So when those girls are in the trance, he does the deed and those girls get pregnant and most of them are committing suicide because this is a very conservative society.
He got the roofie fruit.
Yeah.
And that's terrible. Yeah, I read that and was disgusted.
Yeah,
but I mean that's what happens. Like they don't get to control where all that gook goes, and so people are popping up all over the place that can do, all kinds of things. Pete, you love theme.
I do like theme.
Talk about some of the themes in this. I want you to help me because I really struggled with the themes in here. I know there's like kind of forgiving yourself and not living under like the weight of self-loathing, which I do understand. And I can hear you. I'm just refreshing my coffee. So
like, I think so. Forgiveness, of course, is forgiving yourself is, of course, one of the big ones. And I understand. I do like that's one of the reasons why City of Blades edges this out for me is because the theme in City of Blades is much more cohesive. I feel like this one has to do with forgiving yourself in the context of what comes next in the future and enjoying it and not letting the horrible things that have happened to yourself that you've done prevent you from enjoying it, like prevent you from moving forward, right? So he was able to, you know, have a good relationship with Tatiana slash the twins become one later on and stuff like that and have a good life.
I think
and the hope for the future is a huge thing there.
I think one of the themes of this particular book, though, is just power corrupting.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? It's like I think that's why Olvos didn't do anything. She realized that power inevitably corrupts you, and she had to say, just like I have to not do this because at some point I'll be corrupted, so I need to stop. And I think the whole idea of at the end where they disperse the power amongst, you know, a bunch of people, like they're returning the power to a bunch of people instead of concentrating it, is a theme in this book.
Yeah,
that's true, because it was interesting that those gods weren't the first gods, as in there had been gods before, and then these guys took the place of those gods after destroying them. And so the power's concentrated in just those six, and really just in Olvos after the others are dead. And so, yeah, I guess it spreads out to much more. What does Simon say? The curse of power and why having too much power is bad for you. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, that's exactly what Mike just said. Nice.
Yeah, and also breaking cycles. You know, the whole idea is like, oh, this keeps happening. It's what if we just stopped and didn't do it? Even though that's very difficult and bad things will also happen. Like, it's not like, oh, we stopped and everything's happy and wonderful. It's like, no, we are going to pay a price for this. But sometimes, you know, you have to take the good with the bad.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think what you're saying about breaking cycles really ties everything together, right? Because forgiving yourself is breaking a cycle. Yeah. And I feel like with power, there tends to be also at least a perception of a cycle, right? Like, okay, like you have two sides. One person does one thing, one person does another. They keep it turns into an arm race, Cold War, whatever. Like that's like a cycle that could lead to apocalypse type of deal. And that choosing to break the cycle really, that ties it in really well. Thank you, Mike, for that.
Yeah, and the breaking cycle thing, that's why they told whoever it was that told Sigrud he had to break the cycle and do something different than what he would normally do, or else it would continue. Who tells him that at the beginning?
Probably Olvos.
He didn't meet Olvos to the end. Y'all remember when he says there's going to come a time where you have to make a decision that's like different, like you have to act differently than you normally do, because Sigrud's go-to is to get mad and fight.
I think it's Mulagesh. That's the only person he meets.
No, I think Olvos told Shara in book 1 something. Didn't Shara say it in her letter where like Olvos, I met Olvos?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yes, Shara says it in her letter. And so in order for the ending to happen, Sigrud has to forgive himself, which 100% breaks the cycle, because that is not what Sigrud does. Sigrud doubles down on self-loathing and gets mad. Like we see this entire book, he is propelled forward by his anger. And that's what keeps him moving. And I think he thinks that is what is keeping him alive, or like being able to power through all this stuff, which ironically, like it is, because the thing is, you know, feeding off of him, right? Like it's right. Like the thing keeps him alive because he hates himself. And so he's giving himself penance. And so it keeps him alive so that he keeps getting the penance, right? Like that's how the thing works.
As long as you're being punished, you're staying alive, basically.
Yeah. So if he forgives himself, he's not going to be absolutely. Yeah. And that's one of my favorite things about Sigrud is his loyalty to Shara, not to Shapur, Sapor, but to Shara. And his duty to you know, he's really on a quest to punish those who did it. And then he unearths the rest of the stuff. So, yeah, Nokov was lame. I'm glad we can all agree that Nokov was lame.
Disappointing.
I had one weird little. So in the second book, I thought that they've handled Mulagesh not having her arm really well. Like he never like forgot, and like I felt like it was consistent. It's part of who she was, well represented in the story. In this one, and I mean, Sigrud didn't have an eye through the whole trilogy, but other than a few times when it was used to like show off something, like when she accidentally popped his eye out, something like I didn't ever feel like it impacted his capabilities. You know what I mean?
Mm-mm.
Like having one, like it was like, I feel like I understand that he's very good and like, you know, he's going to be good at all these things, but I feel like if you only have one eye, you're going to be in a severe disadvantage in fights.
Yeah.
You know,
I think instead of him misgauging the speed of the train when he misses the jump the first time, saying that he misgauged the distance or the depth because of his crappy depth perception from one eye would have been a good way to do that. So I agree with you, Mike. Completely forgot he had one eye till you just mentioned it again. Completely forgot. Completely forgot. You're right. It doesn't affect him at all. It doesn't affect him at all.
But I think it stands out because it was so well done with Mulagesh's arm,
Mm-hmm.
you know, in book 2.
Yeah, I've definitely seen books that have done like one-arm protagonists badly.
Yeah.
I love the bazooka. The bazooka that they shoot, they just blast. And I like that whole thing because Ivanya's sitting there skeet shooting.
Yeah.
And you know, what is Tatiana doing? Tatiana is also, she shoots something, doesn't she? What does she shoot? She got her gun? Does she not?
That is it.
She might have a gun.
Last scene.
No, that's later when the seneschal is running after him.
Yeah.
That thing was creepy, y'all.
Mm-hmm. Silence.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, silence was.
I
I
would
don't
say
know,
more Dark Souls monsters.
yes, more Dark Souls monsters.
It's weird for me to read Kavita Mishra because most of the Sepur names are like Indian names used, and Kavita is such a common name. My roommate in my masters is Kavita, so reading her as a villain is so weird for me.
Hold on, really? That was your roommate's name? What was
Yeah.
her name?
Kavita,
How you spell it?
Kavitha.
So, Kavita, yeah. Kavita Mishra. So you were just picturing your roommate becoming that thing with no face.
It's so weird.
And that's how Sigrud, that's why Sigrud led Nokov to the kids, because she popped an air tag on him.
Yeah.
When she stabbed him.
I love how he's just like, maybe I should do something about this.
Nah. Like it's as if he's never read a book or played a video game before.
No.
Like, dude, they can track you there. Like Bond would certainly know that they had left. So this is a point for Bond. Sigrud's been winning, but this one's a point for Bond. As Bond would have known that they're tracking him through the gray crap.
Through the spear point that's stuck in your skin.
Yeah. Any final thoughts on this book or the series, guys? I really enjoyed this series.
Oh yeah.
I thought all the books were good. Like all the books were really good, and even the ones I liked less and maybe gave like 4 stars, I think it's compared to other books.
Is a good rating.
I know, and the thing is, I still like that better than some other like independent 4 stars that I read. I was just juggling them, like really comparing them to each other. I really like this series. I think he does a lot of really cool.
Flame.
I thought this was undercooked.
He used it like once.
Yeah. And then I didn't realize he could give it to somebody. Like I thought it was his attached to the air thing. But then he handed it over.
He handed it to Ivania and she used it to kill Senechel, I think.
Yeah, I didn't.
I think they actually specifically mentioned it when they made it for him that he could give it to someone.
Yeah, he specifically asked that question, can I give it to somebody?
Okay. I just missed that then. That's good. I got it. Simon did not like your roommate. Anita?
Simon, I think she said her brother was killed in City of Blades, that battle, so she
Mhm.
just did not like all this stuff with Sepur and nonsense. I don't know. She was bitter about her brother's death.
She hates the Continentals because her brother was killed in Vortiistan. That's
Yeah.
it. That's it.
Yeah, and she hates Sepor because she feels like they're being weak and giving into the continent. You know.
Yeah. When basically
Integration.
crushing them.
So logically, you'd hand that over to a spoiled brat.
Correct. Like I get, meeting with like the secret guy who's leaving the messages, but the first time you saw that he's like a 12-year-old, at that point you're like, oh,
I feel like she hadn't though, because like
is your daddy around?
when he pops up, like he says, "Hey, look, I can like coalesce myself now." Like I feel like she'd never actually like seen his bodily form before.
I don't know about all that.
I don't know. I think she saw, I don't know. She doubled down. And she recruited other people. And guys, I mean, that mirrors thing is so creepy. That was the most scariest part for
The
me.
mirror stuff was creepy. Ugh.
Yeah, they have their own
Yeah.
spy system, which is very, very creepy.
And obviously, Anita, check the mirror on your wall. They could be spying on you right now,
Okay.
Anita.
I don't have any. No.
But yeah, I really enjoyed this series. I thought the lore was cool. I thought the world
Mhm.
was cool.
Yeah.
I love I'm a sucker for epitaphs, guys, or epigrams at the beginning of things.
Epigraphs.
Epigraphs.
Epitaphs are on tombstones. Epigraphs or epigrams.
You can be a sucker for epitaphs too.
Bits of lore from from in-world texts or letters and stuff. I love those at the beginning of chapters more than anything. Like I have realized that just like I love epistolary books, I love this kind of stuff. There's something else that I've discovered recently I really like. I like frame narratives.
We always get cool details through that. I like even same as epigraphs, I also like interludes when they are used efficiently.
Yeah.
We get a cool lore stuff through those.
And
Do
we
you
all
know what
like
series has some great epigraphs and some great
Don't tell
interludes?
I was gonna
Stormlight.
say Stormlight.
Stormlight.
But we all love the quote from Mulagesh saying, difference between an adult and a child is an adult has some freaking perspective.
Oh my god,
Yes.
I love it. That is going on my, I don't know. I think
That's the new live, laugh, love.
That's a clock bomb right there, guys. It's a clock bomb. That was great. I just love Mulagesh. Like I love Mulagesh.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that's my thoughts on the series. Mike, what do you think? Any other thoughts on the series, the book or whatever?
I like that. I like a trilogy that is just a good, solid, like story over 3 books that doesn't nails the ending, and is just a cohesive, coherent story throughout. I like that.
Yeah.
So I appreciated this.
Yeah. I appreciated that it was like it's like these are short books. Like I say short.
They're
like
less
these
than
are
500.
all 400, 500 pages. Like these
Yeah.
are easy recommends to people that don't read as much. For me.
Anita?
I like it overall. I do have my issues, you all know, but overall I like it a lot. Especially people who likes world building, this stuff, who likes cool action scenes. I recommend it this time.
Yeah, he's definitely going on. I need to like do one of the booktubers always do those videos like these are booktubers' favorite books they're reading now. And I need to do that, like, but in the Discord with like action scenes. Like who writes the best like the top 10 action scene writers in fantasy. Because RJB in this series is good. Like those mid book action sequences are so good.
Yeah.
Like they are really good. And then Ian Tregillis, those the scene in the mechanical with the single rogue clacker is nightmare inducing. Like it's brutal. Just good stuff. So who doesn't write good battle scenes? KJ Parker.
Yeah, I mean,
He's too
he doesn't show
concentrated on
the
the
battle.
cold spot.
It's all about how we procure resources for the battle and after what happens after the battle.
Correct. We spend an entire book farming for grain and grabbing timber, and then and the city fell because someone opened a door. Done. What are you doing, Parker? My favorite thing is to watch Simon make just the most cynical predictions of what's going to happen in the Parker book he's reading because he thinks he's got it all figured out. He's like, well, I like this character, so definitely going to die before the end. He'll be betrayed by everyone.
By his horse.
Yeah, by his horse. Yes, Spy Hulk, exactly. We talked about that at the beginning. What's up, Jinx? Yeah, exactly. Classic Alan. Anyway,
Now I'm very excited to read his other books, Foundry Side and also Tainted Cup.
Wait on the Foundry Side books, Anith. I'll read them with you eventually. Because I need to reread Foundry Side if I'm gonna read the other two. I'm probably gonna read his. I got to read Tainted Cup next because it was a patron pick, so that'll be the next one of his that I read. I'll let you know when I read it, Anitha. If you have time, you can jump in.
Okay.
And that one just won Hugo.
Tainted Cup won a Hugo,
right?
No.
Really? Wow.
Was it Tainted Cup or was it? There's another one.
Drop of Corruption is his most recent.
No. It was Tainted Cup.
Look it up.
Oh, but I thought
Literally
it's
just
popular,
yeah. Tainted Cup just won the Hugo for best novel.
wow.
Good for him.
Yeah.
Good for Robert Jackson Bennett. He is. I think he's a solid author. Like it doesn't reach. I don't think it reaches. It's not. I don't know. I like City of Blades. Like I'll think about City of Blades for a while. But he's a solid author. Like Mike's talking about, like writing a series that is good all the way throughout. Like
And
it doesn't have a huge weak link, and it's just solid.
And he's also very good at writing
Exactly.
capable, intelligent characters.
Yeah.
Shara is
Capable,
very
intelligent women.
Yeah, Shara is very smart. Mulagesh is capable, and look at Ivania. She got a very small role, even that she's very capable and proved her useful in the scene she was in.
I rarely, when authors kill a character, do I miss them. I guess I'm like, well, they usually, if they kill a minor character, it's like they've outstayed their welcome. I miss Signy, y'all. Signy, I think, is one of my favorite characters that died soon in many things. Like I thought Signy was an awesome character, and then just. So
I think it was done only for this book for this book to be Sigrud's book, because this book has to be driven by his grief and trauma.
Yeah.
So did the miracle kill Signy? That's the question.
Yeah, fridged her.
No.
Miracle of fridging.
Because it was done by Sepuri soldiers, completely different. He just his bad luck.
Yeah, but it did drive him to kill those people because he has to punish.
I mean, sure, but I like how okay, let's pause for a second. The amount of war crimes that government has done, and 15 years later, they're still pissed at Sigrud for killing five Sepuri soldiers.
Yeah, thank you, Alan. I love you for this.
Like, do they not have better things to do at that point? Like, could Mulagesh and Shara really not sweep that under the rug, considering everything else this country has done? Or is it okay because Sigrud is a foreigner, so it's not okay?
That's my one complaint against Mulagesh, even in this book. Even after 15 years, when he went to meet, she had to remind him that because she also did a war crime. She got a second chance. She has to remember that.
She's Saipuri, though.
Yeah. But
he's a foreigner.
I know. Other people should not do war crimes.
So that's true. Now, I'm not sure 15 years later anybody's still thinking about it. I think they've probably moved on to other things. If it was like, he killed soldiers, though. He didn't go through a civilian encampment and murder people in their beds. He killed soldiers. So you know,
Even they kill soldiers, their own soldiers. In book 1 and book 2, flashback.
do what? Oh. Yeah. But Mulagesh is Saipuri.
Yeah.
If Sigrud had done the Yellow March, it would not have been swept under the rug and forgiven.
Yeah.
They would have taken the victory and then thrown Sigrud out with the garbage.
Powerful countries and victors can always get away with war crimes. The
You are-
rules come
you are
into the
hung
picture
up on
only
war
when
crimes.
other side does it.
You
Look,
are
I'll just
hung up on
say
this war
there's no
crime.
Geneva Convention in this world, so war crimes don't exist.
Oh, clocked, Anita. Gagged.
I am the Geneva Convention wherever I am.
Anyway,
Anita embodies the Genevan cold call.
I love it. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for reading this series with me. It was a lot of fun.
It's 2 for 2 successful read-alongs.
Yes, well, if you don't count the one that I canceled,
You were
Because-
smart.
it makes me so happy I canceled. I made the right decision because Caro finished all of them and was just like,
They're too long for that.
they are too long to go. So,
Thanks,
yeah,
David.
no,
for
there's no
joining.
spoilers here, but thanks, David. I appreciate it. We're not talking about spoilers right now, but guys, thank you so much for reading this with me. Thank you for meeting me on these things, and we're talking about it. It's been a fun series. Even being on BookTube, I've seen this talked about rarely. I think it was read like at the very beginning of my BookTube. Joining BookTube, it was read by a lot of people. Like I think Petrick was talking about it then, but since then I've heard almost nothing about it. Foundry side was huge when it hit. And then I heard literally nothing about book 3, and I think it is because of the Mike's wife syndrome, where it's like, oh, okay, pass. We're not done with Grey Coast yet, Anita. Anyway, so thank you guys.
No.
Anita, who was your favorite character in the whole series?
That's true.